Hi, I'm Chris Leader. I'm the president of Leaders Edge Training, and I want to welcome you to our monthly tips. This series is going to focus on how to handle client objections. It's one of the topics I get asked about most frequently by my students. I hope you enjoy them, and feel free to pass them on to anybody on your contact management system. This month's technique deals with the objection when a seller asks you to list their house for a higher price than what your evaluation suggests it's worth. The first technique I really like is one called a Fistful of Dollars. And the reason I like it is because it's got an actual visual component that's easy for people to understand. What I would do is take out a $20 bill, and I would say to them, let's pretend for a second we had a pickup truck load of these loaded with $20 bills, and I was going to go over to the shopping mall and sell them. I wanted to get $21 for every $20 bill. How long do you think it would take me to sell a $20 bill for $21? Virtually forever, wouldn't you agree? Then I would say to them something along the lines, if I took a truckload of $20 bills over to the mall and I tried to get 20 singles for every $20 bill, how long do you think that would take? It could be done, but the fact of the matter is it would take us quite a while to find people that have the exact amount of change for a $20 bill. But if you went over to the shopping mall with a truckload of $20 bills and you asked $19 for every $20 bill, how long do you think it would take to sell out that truckload of $20 bills? The point I'm trying to make is this. When you take an aggressive pricing strategy when you list a property for sale, you can either use price to attract people or repel people. And in our case, I think we want to attract as much attention as possible. Wouldn't you agree? The second technique I would use is something called the stale loaf technique. And what that technique really is if you, and it's another technique again that people can really visualize. Ask your clients this: have they ever bought a loaf of bread at the bakery before? And of course everybody says yes. Well, let's just pretend for a second a loaf of rye was, say, $3. And if you went over to the bakery shop and the bread was a day old, how much would it be? It'd be $2. And if it was 2 days old, how much? It'd be $1. And if it was 3 days old, how much would the loaf of bread be? It would probably be free. The baker typically turns it into croutons or feeds it to the birds. The point I'm trying to make is this: if the baker had priced every loaf properly in the first place, there wouldn't be one left on the rack. Another technique you might want to look at is this. Under real estate law, it doesn't matter which state or province, the price a seller puts on the listing is the only price the listing agent can communicate to the public. The seller may tell you that they would take less and they want to try a higher price, but under the law, the only price the listing agent can communicate to anybody is the price that's on the listing. It's kind of like tying my hands behind my back. I know you'll take less, you know you'll take less, but I can't tell another living soul. And the fact of the matter is this: if you will actually take less for your house, then let's put it on the market at the price you'll take. Let's take an aggressive approach to pricing your property, and I can certain then we're more likely to get the attention we need to get this property sold. Now, too many times I've seen people overprice their home. They ask more than they should. Now, it's not that the property won't be shown by other real estate agents, it will. But all too often, it's used as a tool to sell the competition in the marketplace. What I mean by that is they'll line up your property for sale, but then they'll go out and show comparable homes where the sellers are asking less money. And what ends up happening is they actually end up using your property as a tool to sell the other properties in the neighborhood in terms of trying to demonstrate value.